I'll put in the link for tomorrow again. Okay, so there it is. Right, moving on to our program. We want to do the boy chasing, the bear and the boy chasing each other around the screen. That's what we want to get to. But we have to fix bear. Bear's going too fast to cat. So let's just see. When he's finished with frog, let's have a look at bear's code. We're fixing things. Bear, when I received smallest is dog does the smallest. Cat does, which is the largest. So when bear receives, when largest is received, we just changed the y by minus 100. We didn't actually go slow there, did we? It was going too fast. It was like a fraction of a second. It goes on to the next animal. Oh my word, I did forget to record. Okay, I'll have to do that now. Yep. Seriously bad of me. Okay, only started that now. Right. Too much to worry about, eh? Too much stuff to worry about. Okay, we've sorted out what's going to happen tomorrow. We've sorted out what we will do tomorrow morning. We'll finish this program. And then in the afternoon, we'll have our big fireside chat with some organizers and other people. And then that's where some of you will be allowed to share of the 5 names that I will submit. They will choose. I won't choose. Unfortunately, if I could see all of your programs, I'd like to. But unfortunately, they will choose because there's going to be all the classes will be involved. Right, now, we're trying to get Ben to not go so fast down to the animals, okay? Because he was going from the frog, he was going zoop, and then zoop, and we didn't see it. It was too fast. So we have to, and the way he was doing it so fast was because we said change y by minus 100. See that block there? After dividing is done, frog does the dividing. So when receive dividing is done, that's how we know dividing is finished. So he's sitting over there, and I click this code here. Can you see this block? I'm going to just click on it once. Oh, come on, man, you're supposed to zoom. He did go a bit too fast there, didn't he? Let's try it again. Oh, never. Stop. Right, so he's sitting at frog. We click. When I receive, dividing is done. It goes too fast, eh? So we actually should maybe wait 2 seconds. So I'll just put a wait. He was waiting only 1 second, so I made him wait 2 seconds. So we test it again and move all them back up never. Off. Stop the program. So we stop the program. Right, so when I receive dividing is done, I'm going to click once. And then, let's see. No, it's still too fast. Just change Y. I see now. I can see now. The weight must come after the change by 100. No, that's also not going to work. We don't actually like it. So what we're going to do is we're going to get elephant to glide rather. I think I was just showing you this change by Y by minus 100 because I wanted to show you can change the Y value, which goes up and down, and the X value that goes left and right. So we're actually going to rather let bear go glide to, I don't know whether we even want him to wait 1 second. So we leave that one out. So he's going to glide to, and now we have to go and fill in our X and a Y. So I left the weight out. So I'll move it to the left to get rid of it. So you want him to glide to cat. So how's he going to glide there? Well, we use this block called glide 1 second to an X value and a Y value. I'm going to type in whatever the numbers are supposed to be there. We got that glide blue block from the motion. Motion is blue. We clicked on the category motion. Group of blocks. To get the X and the Y, I'm going to move Bear over there and read off what is the X and Y. The X number is 1, 2, 3. So inside our X box, we type 1, 2, 3. And then in the Y value is 54. So into the Y box, we type 54. And there we are done. Right, so he's at Bear. I'm going to test the code by just clicking once on this block over here. When I receive dividing is done, you're going to broadcast that he's leaving the frog's house. Frog's going to go there. We're going to glide for 1 second to cat's little place, and then he's going to broadcast that he's at cat's house and wait. And cat is going to move there, and frog will have moved back. Frog will be there, okay. And then can you see when you click on it, then it changes the code, changes who we are selecting over here. So we have to make sure. I'm using glide instead of changing the Y, because when you change the Y and the X, it goes automatically, it's like fast. And we want to actually see it happening and give a chance for the other animals to move out of the way. So he's going to glide to cat's house, sure that we can see them by ticking here next to number 1 and 2. See, variables. There's all my variables. We make a variable clicking on that. Remember, that is all revision we're doing now. Anyway, so where are we? We're saying that Bear wants cat to tell him the largest number. So we broadcast largest. Cat does the job. You can go to cat's code and see it. And basically, where's dog? Why are you sitting over there? Dog, he went running off to the other side of the window of the grid. You naughty dog. Anyway, so Bear's going to go down to cat. Let's go and click on when I receive dividing is done. Okay. Right. Did you see what happened there? Froggy went off to his place before. Now the program's continuing running, okay? Frog went off to Bear's back to his original place before Bear left. So we got to go to Bear and see when dividing is done. Broadcast leaving Frog's house. Where's Frog? So leaving Frog's house. So then he's going, and basically he hasn't gone to cat's yet. So only after he's left, then he can say broadcast leaving Frog's house. So he first must leave and then say, oh, I've gone now. And then he's at cat's house, says, oh, I'm here at cat's house, and then cat can move. So first he must leave, then he must tell Frog he's gone, so Frog can go back. Then he's going to broadcast that he's at cat's house. Then he's going to say, oh, which is the largest number to cat? Cat will have moved by this point. And then cat will give the largest number because he's going to broadcast that he's large. Can you see something is happening here? When you program, you have to make sure that you have your steps in the right order. You know, that you can't do something unless something else is happening, that kind of thing. As you can see, we can't have Frog going back to his house while Bear's still there. So we had to switch the code around. You see that? Put him moving first and then saying, hey, I've left. And then he can say he's at cat's house and then cat will move. So let's click this code to see what's happening with that. Okay, there we go. That's what we want. So you ask, please tell me the largest number, and cat goes and does that. And what happened there? Can you see after he's finished with cat, dog goes and scoots all the way. He doesn't have to go that far, does he? No, doggy doesn't have to. And then dog goes back to the wrong place. Oh, bad dog. Dog's not playing the game. But basically, you know what? It's not dog's fault. It's my fault, the programmer. The programmer makes a mistake and that programmer must fix it. And that's why we have to be very careful when we write programs, because we want them to work properly, not so. Right. And we're going to get on to what happens when bear reaches cat. After he's finished with cat. Let's go and see what happens when he's finished with cat. Go to bear. He has his code. When dividing is done, he goes to, we don't want it to run now, okay? When dividing is done, because dividing was the frog, cat is going to do the greater than. So when dividing is done, bear's going to broadcast it, and he moves moves down to dog's house, which is this number. And in fact, I put the wrong number in here. When dividing is, no, that's when dividing is done. Okay, it's supposed to be, he moves to cat's house. Yeah, okay, that's fine. But when he's finished with doing whatever cat's doing, he's got to move down to dog. So when cat is doing the largest number, dog's doing the smallest number. So bear's with the largest number. When the largest is complete, then bear must move down to dog. So okay. So when the largest is complete, bear's going to move down to dog. And what we have a problem here is we did the same thing. We changed y by minus 100, and we don't want to do that. We want to glide. Remember, the y value is making it go up and down. If you change y by a negative number, you're going to go down. If you change y by a positive number, you're going to go up. So we're going to take that one out because we don't want it works too fast. We want it to glide. You want bear to glide to a position and then broadcast that he's left the cat and he's at the dog's house. Now, the other problem is that this broadcast, can you see I'm moving the code away? We've got him gliding. Okay, we better put the X and Y value in there. So he's going to glide to frog. We have 127 over here, and minus 45 is the Y value. So I'm typing in those numbers. Okay, then he's going to broadcast, I've left cat. After he's moved down to here, he's got to broadcast his left cat, and he's got to broadcast his at dog's house. So he's got to tell the cat, I've left, you can go back. He's got to tell the dog, I'm here, go in social distance. But these two broadcasts that I chose here are wrong because they're just broadcasting. There's no waiting involved. The waiting is important. So I'm going to scoot them out and use a broadcast and wait. And why? Because you got to wait. Oh, wait. You got to wait. Broadcast and wait. Two broadcast and waits. Putting them in there. But we must make sure we broadcast the right message. We've got to broadcast that we left cat. After he's moved there, we've got to say, okay, I've left cat. So I'm going to click the drop down arrow inside here and see all the messages that we've made. Bear left cat. And then he's got to broadcast that he's at the dog's house. At the dog's house after that. So he's going to broadcast to cat, I've left you now. Cat's going to move back. He's going to wait for cat to move back. And then he's going to broadcast that he's at the dog's house. Shall we see how it works? And if it does work. Broadcast and wait instead of broadcast. We just had broadcast there. So the magic, we're going to see, we're going to position bear in the place where he was when he was doing the greater, to find out which was the largest number, which we did yesterday. So you're going to sit there. We're going to click this code once to see what happens. Okay, yay, it works. And then he's asking which is the smallest number. And there we go. Finished. The program is working. It's working. I'm going to save it. It's okay, Kwango. Welcome, sweetheart. I'm going to save this program and upload it to your, I'll put it in the chat window, and then we're going to do our super duper awesome game where Bear and Ben are going to chase each other around on the screen. Okay, let's do this. Right, while I'm doing this, for those people who came in late, if you want to submit a program to be displayed tomorrow, thank you, Hadia, for putting the link in there again. First of all, I'm going to upload the file onto the chat window of this program that we just finished now. And then, this is the latest version. And then we are going to, for those people that came in late, there's 2 links that will go into the chat right now. I don't know if you have time to go and register for certificates. You might be able to still do it. I'm not sure. I know that they said yesterday was the cutoff day, but if you haven't, just give it a try. You never know. And then Absolute Source, do you want to showcase your program tomorrow in the Zoom meeting, which I have put into the chat now? From 3 to 4, there will be a Zoom meeting tomorrow afternoon. You will have your lesson as normal from 10 to 11 tomorrow. We were able to finish this program and do a bit of revision and maybe some fun stuff, more fun stuff. That's more fun than Bear and Ben running around together on the stage. But if you want to submit a program that you wrote, or if you want to talk to a whole panel tomorrow, in a meeting tomorrow, it's called a fireside chat. There's going to be some people talking. There'll be some other learners will be talking and sharing their programs. If you want to share your program or anything that you want to say about your online holiday classes here, then tomorrow there'll be a Zoom meeting. I have put the link there, so you can join tomorrow from 3 to 4. That's sorry. That's besides what we're doing here now. Excuse me. When I talk too much, I tend to get a frog in my throat. 3 to 4, Lovey. 3 to 4 o'clock. Please let me know either in the chat, or you can put your mic on if you want to share your program. Okay, Absolute Source, what is that program there, Lovey? Do you want to share your program tomorrow? And what you'll be doing, you'll be sharing your screen. Okay, just take note, you'll be sharing your screen. Okay, thank you, Lovey, but thank you for sharing your program with me now. Right, I'm not going to look at it right now. We're going to get started on our our game. Right, now we're not going to fish yet. Fish is sitting there in the corner there, and he's not going to be visible yet. Before we get onto our game, we're going to make sure we're going to do some housekeeping. You know, when you clean your room or you organize everything. Well, that's what we do in coding. Housekeeping, we're going to make sure that we stop all the scripts. That's one thing that we make sure. So we go to all the different animals and we stop the scripts for all of them. Very important. Just stop the script, not stop all, just stop the script. We check everybody, and there's lots of code that we put in. As you can see, we did good work last 3 weeks. And let's go to all the animals and make sure we've got stop the script on all the animals. A fish, we haven't wrote any code. Oh, birdie, owl, no stop the script here. Let's go and put in the stop the script, not stop all. If you put stop all in the program, will stop, and then, you know, don't chat too much in the chat, otherwise you'll be banned. Right, and then we're going to go, no, we haven't got any for doggy has script. So we'll stop this script. Okay, so we actually changed the X value there, so we went quite fast. Doggy went quite fast to his place. So we got stop the script. Oh, very important. Stop the script. Here we go. If you're doing this at school, university, you can lose marks for not putting a stop and end. In fact, in other programming languages, if you don't put a begin and an end, it just doesn't work properly. So for Scratch, it's just more forgiving. If you haven't put stop the script, it'll still work. Yeah. But if you're going to do other programming languages, which I'm sure you will all do one day, then we do need to follow the rules like this. Otherwise, it's not going to work. Uh-oh, Elephant doesn't have stop the script on his code. We have to make sure we put stop the script in the right place. We've got so many when I receives, broadcast, when I receives. We did some really fancy footwork here, guys. Fancy coding we did. Very well. Oops, there's one. When I receive. Bye, Elephant. Got to put a stop the script here. Now, yes, Hadja. Oops. Hadja, who's looks like it says Evelyn.
Yes, why don't we buy the stop all? Why don't you just go click there and then change it? Because the whole time you need to change.
Oh, yes. Well done. Well spotted. Go. You see, you children are very, very sharp. So you know how to get these things done. Hey, yeah, I should have just done and changed it there and then. Grannies. But we're not totally stupid. But yeah, you really need to. We can learn a lot from you children. Teachers can learn a lot. So you must keep, if you see anything, then you must always say, okay, ma'am, we can do it this way. We can do it that way. Well done, Hadia. Right, now, the other thing that we have to do, but you must also listen to the teacher too, okay? Well, I know you do. The other thing that we have to do is make sure that all the animals are in the right place before the program starts running. So you see, horse, I know, is not put in the right place when you start running the program. I'll go and put him in a random place and I'll run the program and you'll see. See, I'll just put horse anywhere, okay, there. And it's not his house. So I'm going to click the green flag, see where he is. See, he doesn't go to his place. See that? He's not in his place. And you know why? Because we did not put in code for horse to go to his place when the program starts. How do we do that? Well, we go to our hat blocks in our events. Events are hat blocks. And you see the very first one, the most common one is when the green flag is clicked. So when we click the green flag, horse, go to your place, horsey, and be in the right costume also. So we want him to go there. So we'll have a motion block, which will say go to. And we're going to read off what the numbers are for this position here. The X value, I've got a 7, and the Y value 145. So I type in a 7, and I go here, and I type in 145. So that's it. It's going to go there. We also want to make sure that he has the right costume on. So we go to looks, and we're going to switch costume to, and make sure he's not just standing up. He's actually just, I mean, he's not like on his hind legs, because we had these two costumes for us. You might remember. There he's just standing looking and walking maybe. And yeah, he's like, going up on his hind legs like horses do sometimes. Right, and like Hadja said, yes, we can go to our control and stop. Oh yeah, you're right. Stop the script, and then I could actually then go and put it everywhere. Right, Hadja. So for all the animals, we have to make sure that they do that. Okay, Hadja, you have another question, Lovey?
Ma'am, you have to do it for each and every character.
Yeah, that's right. Every single character, we have to make sure we stop the script. So
No,
not stop. Sorry, they must go to their places. Right, they must go to their places. So there, frog has gone to his place. Duck, yep, he's going to his place. Cat, yep, we got him go to his place when green flag is clicked. Dog, yeah, we did that yesterday. We went to go to his place. Elephant, we did do that. There he's going to his place. And so on. And I think everybody is fine. I think they're all safe and in their places when the program runs. Okay, we haven't got fish putting into his place. So fish is not going to move at all. In fact, fish is going to disappear because Bear's going to have him for supper. Poor fishy. Anyway, Bear's going to go to the river and catch fish, and then fish will just like, bye-bye. Shame. Anyway, what we're going to do is we want Bear to play with Ben. Okay, so when he's finished with Dog doing the smaller than number, Bear's going to go run down to this corner. All the other animals are going to hide because they're going to go and watch. So how do we hide all the other animals? Well, when Bear moves here, we're going to make the animals hide. So when does Bear move there? We've got to find the code for Bear finished. Largest is complete, smallest. Yeah, when his smallest is complete, we're going to put code in here after he's broadcast that he's left the dog. Yes, Hadja.
Mama, accidentally.
Accident. Oh, okay. Right. Okay. So when Bear's left the dog, he's gone to this place over here. Then we're going to hide. All the animals going to hide. They're going to go off the stage, off the thing. So we use a block called hide. Right. So let's have a look. How do we hide our sprites? We go to looks, and then we see that we have a hide and a show block, but they have to apply to each one. So we're going to go to each animal and say hide now and put a hide for each animal. But how do the animals know when they can go hide? We have to let them get a message. I'll answer your question now, Hadja. So we have to basically broadcast a message saying hide. No, are we going to call it hide? Okay. What should we call it? Okay, hide. Fine. Why not? Okay, so Bear is going to broadcast hide. Bear is going to broadcast hide. And okay, please stop chatting, okay? You are going to get blocked by the administrator for sure. And you won't be allowed to come in tomorrow. So don't do it, okay? Right, now, what we're going to do, all the other animals are going to hide. So how are we going to do that? We're broadcasting hide. We go to each animal in turn and give a code for when I receive. When I receive hide, then we're going to go and put in the looks blocks, find the looks block for hide. There it is. And then stop the script. Right, so we're going to do that for every single animal, and we're going to try and do this trick of copying and pasting the code by dragging it. I actually want to duplicate because I don't want to make a mistake and copy it. So we're going to copy it for all the animals, and let's see if it actually does work. No, let's go and try it again. It only works if you have this see dog. Thank goodness. Thank goodness it didn't work. Right. I'm going to do it for all the animals separately rather. Okay, so you all get the idea. So we have to repeat anyway. So I've clicked on dog here. And we're going to go to when I receive hide. And we choose hide over here in our list because we have a hide block. Then we're going to go to looks, find the hide, and then we will go and stop the script. Then we'll go to fish. Fish also is going to hide. Yes, 2 participants raised hands. Absolute source. Yes, sweetheart.
Ma'am, there's something wrong. I don't know if it's my screen, but everything looks small and I can't see it. So I don't know if...
I changed it. I'll change it back. Let's have a look. Can you see now?
Okay, yeah, I can see now.
Yeah, you see these buttons here?
Yeah.
When I click this button, then I can see the code better. But when I click that middle button, then I can see the screen better. And when we click this button over here, then we are maximized full screen. We don't see the code at all. And then I click this button over here again, then I go back to our normal screen. I was just going into this small stage so that I could see all of these animals here at the bottom. Right, I hope that answers your question. Good question. Very good question. Okay, and Hadia?
Ma'am, but then why don't you copy and then paste it for the others? Because
I'm
the one broadcast.
I'm going to try to, I'm going to do that. I'm going to try to do that again because it's a lot of code to type. So let's go and do this. I'm going to duplicate and then go and have this. Okay, as soon as if I see it moving, oops, I don't think that worked. Ah, yes, it did. Yay. Oh, no, it didn't, did it? Yes, it did. Right. That's right, it did work. Yay. Kwanga. Yes, sweetheart.
Ma'am, why do we need to hide the animals?
Because Ben and Ben are going to be running around on the stage, playing a game. Yeah, we don't want them bumping into the animals, you know. They're going to play a game together. That's why we want to hide the animals. Thank you, Vlavi. That's a good question. We're just trying to copy the script for hiding onto everybody. You know, Bird's got it. I don't know. It's so tricky. I just find it very, very tricky. For instance, it like seriously didn't work. So I'm basically going to do it manually. I'm sure you guys can do it better yourselves. Okay, you can play around with it and do it better. So I've got cat here. I've clicked on cat. When I receive hide, there's hide. Then I'm going to go to my looks and choose hide. And then I'm going to stop all. Sometimes it works for me and sometimes it doesn't. I think it's my screen resolution. So I don't think there's anything I can really do about it. So, and I want the screen to be big, you know, on the video so that you can see it. So I don't want to make my screen resolution any larger. Do you know what screen resolution is? Well, what it is, it's a number of little pixels that make up your picture that you can have on your screen. And if you have fewer pixels or little blocks on your screen to make up your picture, it's like tiny, minute. If you have a few of them, then your resolution is well, not resolution. The resolution is smaller, but your picture is bigger on the screen. You know, you can see it better with. You don't have to wear glasses like I am. But if your resolution is larger, so if your resolution is small, then you can see bigger. If your resolution is larger, then you have a smaller view on your screen, and you have to wear glasses to see it sometimes. So that is why my resolution, we can call it resolution, is small, so that the picture is larger, so I can see better on this monitor, and actually ultimately you can see better. Not now, Hadia. It's not going to really work, okay? So I think that is why I can't do the drag and drop to copy and paste the code, these blocks, in other words. Not able to do that. Right, Magwere, it does work if I make my resolution larger. In other words, the screen will be smaller. So it's very confusing, I know. One day, yes, Magwere, not Magwere, Mark. No, not Mark, Namanda.
Ma'am, may you please send the code again?
Again. Okay, I will send it again. But I'd rather, okay, I'll send it now, but it's going, let's see. File, save to my computer. So I save it to the computer, then I send it in the chat window. What we've done so far. Looks like we're going to be doing Bear running around the stage with Ben tomorrow. Hey, luckily we don't have to do that other sharing tomorrow. Right, I'm sharing the code again to everyone in the room. It's 14. Oops, now why is that working like that? Yeah, but I'm supposed to be sending it to everyone. Okay, fine. 14.1. Okay, it's 14 in brackets number 1. Right, anyway, let's go and check what's happening, because we want Bear to share his code. Okay, we don't want to stop this selection over here now. There we go. Oh. Right, cats. Let's just see what happens when Bear is going to tell everyone to hide. We have some animals that are going to hide. And let's just see if it works before we go and take the time of putting it in all those other animals. We're on Bear's code. When he says smallest is complete, he goes there and he broadcasts hide. So I'm going to click this block. Can you see some of the animals are gone? Yeah, so it works. So what we have to do is duck and elephant and frog. Frog. When I receive, hide. When frog receives the message to hide, secret message, then he's going to go to looks and he's going to hide. Sorry, and then we're going to stop the script in the control. Stop the script. Okay, then we have duck. Duck. Duck, when I receive, hide. Then we're going to show. We're going to put a hide block there. The script is going to hide and he won't be on the stage anymore. And in control, we'll find stop the script, because we are good programmers. We dot all our I's and we mind our P's and Q's. And elephant, when elephant receives, hide, then he's going to hide and he's going to stop this script. Right, so we'll go back to bed and make sure everybody's gone, and then we're going to start Ben. There we go. So now, we want to hide the variables too, don't we? We don't want to see those variables. No. How do we hide variables? Well, we go to our variables section. Can you see they're in the way too? We want to hide. We click, there's hide blocks for hiding. So everything is there for us to do. We just need to know what are the ones to use. It's hide number 1 and hide number 2. The other variables are already hidden. Okay, so click the button and there we go. Now, what can happen is both Ben and Bear are going to zoom around the stage. And they're going to do that. And while they are zooming, if they touch each other, we're going to have a counter that's going to count how many times they touch. So it's playing catch almost, okay? We're going to count. So let's say Ben is going to catch Bear, okay? Ben's going to run around the screen and catch Bear. So Bear is going to start running. How are we going to make Bear run? Well, we are going to use a loop that Bear's going to basically glide to a position, and then he's going to bounce when he reaches an edge. So Bear's going to go vroom, 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 any way that he wants, okay? At the same time, Ben is also going to go any way that he wants. Random position. We're going to use a random position. To get it going, let's first have Bear running, okay? So, what shall we do? We have Bear broadcasting hide to everybody that they must hide. But Bear, when he knows that everybody's hiding, he's going to start running around the stage. So we're going to have Bear saying, when I receive hide. So he broadcasts the message to himself. When Bear receives hide, okay, and I want to put it in its own code like this. I could actually, put it in here, repeat and whatever. Just to keep it neat, I'm going to have Bear receiving his little message that he sent everyone. Yes. He's going to point in a direction. Okay, well, he is in the right direction now. He's fine. We got him where he's supposed to do, okay? We also want him forever. We're going to use a forever loop. Let's just see what happens if we use a forever loop. Doing something over and over and over again forever. And that means that us, the user of the program, must click the red button to stop. So if it's going to happen forever, it means it's going to carry on forever and ever until we, the user of the program, click stop. Can you see what this forever box does? Can you see there's no puzzle piece that can go underneath it? What's the other one? We'll call it a puzzle piece, a block. Looks like puzzles, doesn't it? Hands up if you like playing puzzles. Puzzles are the best fun ever. Making a puzzle. Can you see there's another? Stop all or stop the script. Also, you can't put any blocks underneath. There's no slots. There's only slots inside forever that you can put in. Yeah. So we're going to glide to a random position. That's right. You said that in the chat. That was Hadia. Well done, sweetheart. We're going to glide to a random position. So we're going to put that in there. And what's going to happen if he's on the edge? Well, we want him to go bounce off the edge. So I want to use if on edge bounce. Now, this is a simple little loop. And if I go and click on it, you see that's what's going to happen. He's not quite on the edge of our grid, hey? But it's fine. It's the edge of the other stage. So he's going to random places, which is there. But you know what? We're going to change the background because we want to make a special background where Ben and Bear can run around. So when he receives hide, we're also going to change the background to a different background, like It must look different to what it is here now. Yeah. The random position will be any position anyway. So let's go to change background. Now that would be in, let's see if it's in looks. Switch backdrop to. Okay, now we have to decide what backdrop are we going to switch it to. We have to go and put in some new backdrops into our program. Yes, something like a play, but we don't want them to get hurt, you know, when they're bouncing around. So must remember, you mustn't play rough games when there are obstacles in the way where it can hurt you. So we want to play safe. So let's go to backdrops. Yes, Kwanga.
Ma'am, they
Yes, sweetheart.
can play on a soccer field.
Yeah, that's a good place because they won't get hurt, eh?
Yes.
And Ibrahim and Hadia, good choice.
Or they can play by the blue sky, even because the whole thing is like
And the mouse.
because the whole thing is blue.
Yeah, there's lots of ways that we can do it. Yes, I know what you mean. Yes, you can just make it all one color. Let's go and look at backdrops we do have. Now we're going to use backdrops from the library, the MS Zora saved backdrops. So we're going to click on choose a backdrop. We go to this window here, click on choose a backdrop. And I think outdoors seems to be a better place, eh? Somehow. Yeah, you're right, like blue sky and so on. Or a soccer field, a baseball field. So here's the trick of finding the right backdrop for our game that they're going to, look there, playing field. That's super awesome, nice green grass to roll in. Oh, wow, that's a dream. I wish I could go play on some green grass. We don't want to go in the woods where we're bashing into trees. Winter, it's too cold. Wall's definitely out and water is out and there's urban and we're not underwater sea creatures, so we can't do that. Savannah, yeah, now there'll probably be too many spiders and stuff. There's a hill, but I think this playing field is looking good to me, so I'm going to choose it. You can choose whichever one you want. So what's going to happen is, so there's a playing field, and we're going to switch background too, which means we have to set up our program when we start to make sure that everything switches as well. Right, let's go and see what everyone, yes, it's time to end. You're right, we have to stop now. Okay, sorry for carrying on 1 minute after 11. So, yes, Ibrahim.
Ma'am, can't you just make a backdrop where you just color the whole thing one color?
Yes, we can do it. You can do that, Ade. You can do whatever you want. It's you're free to choose, because that's the beauty of programming. The programmers are in charge. You decide what you want your program to be and to do. But we just know the rules of the changing backgrounds and so on. Thank you, Kuman, for trying to warn me there. I know. Okay. And two more people had a question. And Absolute Source. I've forgotten your name, Lovey. You're gonna have to tell me your name again. Yes,
My name's Kamo. Absolute Source is my dad's.
Kamo.
Yeah.
Okay. Kamohelo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yes. I just remembered now. Okay, I'm putting my notes. Kamohelo. Okay, Kamohelo.
No, I just wanted to say goodbye.
Oh, sweetheart. Thank you, Lovey. So you don't want me to submit your name for tomorrow, hey? Are you okay with it? Okay. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you for saying goodbye. I'll see you tomorrow when we can play the game. There's Bear and Bear and Ben. Ben was supposed to search for Bear, hey? So Ben is going to run and find Bear. And we're